All right, welcome to our Valorant B team match against Point Park University Club Valorant. We have our first map on Haven, where Boston University will be attacking first. Joining me today is Gabriel, the captain of the Boston University Valorant A team.
What's up, Joe? Glad to be here. Hopefully, so will be you after this starting pistol round. Seems like they're working their way towards garage here. Good breach utility to get them in. And we'll get it for free as a fast C split is in the cards. Great opening duel here, won by missile. Guz goes down, and Bobber with a second is going to solidify the site take for the attack side. Phoenix does manage to get one back for the Point Park side as the retake commences. But so much damage already from the non-ret utility, and BFK will find that frag. Now down, it'll be 3 versus 2 on the retake. Uzi finds one. Can he get a second? He cannot, but back and forth, he does actually find it, and Dari will close it out. That was a bit of a hectic round, didn't it? It looked like it was going to be clean for BU there. They had a, what was it, 4v2 on the site, but between Woozy and the Point Park Omen, they managed to actually find some good entries there.
Yeah, well, luckily, Dari was in a favorable position to trade out his teammates and landed a nice shot at the very end.
For sure. It looks like we're gonna see a heavy investment coming in here from BU as well. Nope, they sold it. They had 2 Phantoms up, but instead opting for 3 Stingers.
I actually don't dislike buying a Phantom here.
I don't either.
One. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. One person on your team having like a Phantom or a Vandal, I'm a big fan of. But you got to play around it well. Let's see what they choose to do here with this possibly fast buy. As the A push comes out from Point Park, 2 people. First goes down, 1 for 1. Second, reload herd, missile, going to take the swing. And instead it will be BFK tagging down the opposing Reyna and taking her down. Now just a 2 versus 4, make that a 1 versus 4 in favor of the BU side. As Bobber locks in the last and will take down Gus.
Kind of got his toes on the last one there, but whatever gets the job done.
Yeah. 5 HP, no problem. He'll take it.
Yeah, of course. You always take it. 5 HP in a dream, dude.
Of course. And it'll be interesting to see what they choose to do here. Good anti-eco from Boston, but with 3 Stingers, will they be keeping that going into this round? 2 remain.
Yeah, we have 2 remain, and with the full buy coming out from Point Park, I think it's still an okay matchup. I like the idea of bonusing a lot, but sometimes it can catch you off guard, especially in a full buy situation from the enemy team.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like it's going to be a fast 8-8 to try to counteract that. Use the Stingers to their best potential. She'll flashes in from Bobber. He's going to be swinging onto the site. First comes down. Tries for the second. Can't get it. Double kill coming in for... Oh my god, kills back and forth. And now it's just a 3 versus 1 for Missile hiding in a smoke.
I got the spike.
And it's going to be a really tough one here for Missile, I think. Does have the bomb, though. And a Phantom. Could be worse.
Yeah, I think you probably look to push another site here. Unless him not pushing is faking out the defenders, and it seems like 2 of them are rotating off, so he might be able to pick this Phoenix off. Take the shots carefully. That's 1. Yeah, if you can take these fights 1 at a time, it might be possible. 41 seconds, also plenty of time to go to another site.
For sure. I mean, if there was ever somebody you'd want in this situation, it would be Missile, right?
That is true. He has put in a lot of work on this B team.
30 seconds left.
And has been the top fragger for them these past 3 weeks.
Yes, right. With only 20 seconds on the clock, he's going to be working his way up B. Both the defenders on the A site, and it looks like he will be getting the plant down for free. Suddenly, we have a round in our hands. If they give him the 1v1s, he could absolutely win this out. That's the first huge headshot immediately coming in from Missile. I know, that was nuts. Will he expect the second from the same angle? Seems like he is ready for it. It's the 1v1.
Yep,
Plays out.
he's ready. Killjoy seems to be pushing in with the opposite angle and finds the last one.
Sick plays from Missile.
What a round for him.
For sure, recovering the third for Boston University. Looked like that was going to be a round for Point Park, but instead the bonus comes in, and you can see from the economy it's heavily favoring the Boston side right now. They're going to be able to full buy here and the next, even if they lose. With a couple of guns dropped over, especially Missile on that 4K. Meanwhile, the Point Park side.
Seems a little strapped for cash.
Yes, yeah. Just getting some
Guz,
pistols.
I think forgetting to buy a gun there. But or maybe he's funneling for one of his other teammates.
You see the Phoenix? Oh, huge double kill from Noah's Slayer. A triple from him. Taking down 3 in the garage area. Now there are guns up for grabs. He's going to go for it. With the revolver, upgrading now to a Vandal. Can he find a 4th here? Dari walking up onto the inside is going to be taking the fight and takes him down. Huge double spray from Dari. Now the round is back on. Pivots around for a 3rd. Can't get it quite yet. Instead, it's going to be Namr picking it up for the Boston side. And the 4th goes towards Boston as well. Now, just Reyna left alive. Namr is low. This is going to be a tough site to crack. Gets the 1st, and the headshot comes out from Dari. Beautiful refrag, and whew, Noah there. Making it look pretty scary for the Boston side.
Indeed, indeed. What? Yeah, finding 3, right? 3 early with that Sheriff.
Yeah.
Taking out the, I believe, the top frag and Missile, who had a very good round, the one just before this. So, yeah.
For sure. Interesting to note as well, that's the 2nd or 3rd round that Noah, the Point Park Phoenix, has chosen to play in the right side of that garage window and has gone unchecked. Let's see if Boston will be able to adapt and take that into account following. Instead, looks like it's going to be an A take off the back of this Omen ult. Onto the B site, actually. Spots no one. And that's going to be the call. Actually beautifully pulls a rotate off of B, off of A rather, to B, and it's going to be a full take here. The breach ult leading the charge, and Woozy goes down. Not a single frag as the defense crumbles. 5 versus 4 for the Boston side. The bomb down, and a fast retake coming in. Noah leading the charge with the ult, gets taken down, no frags. Instead, it's going to be Cadre with 2 on the ult, gets refragged, but will it be enough? And it will be, as Donut takes down Gus and gives Boston their 5th round. That was very cool, I have to say. They the ult from Omen onto the B site, try to pull out rotate from A, and it worked. And the ult from BFK as well to lead the charge on that take.
Right, I believe there's only 1 person left on A side, I think. Maybe even no one.
Yeah.
When they
no, there was
a. Oh, there's Silva.
Uzi.
There's Silva. Yeah.
Yeah, but he got absolutely run down.
Yeah, I mean there was 5 people and a breach ult, so really quite so much out of that.
What can you do there? Yeah. Looks like it's gonna be back to a default for the Boston side. Now up 5-0, looking to maintain their lead as they work their way up middle and garage. Phoenix once again here to challenge. Will Noah pull off another miracle 3K? Or will Boston find an entry here? His missile is going to be peeking in towards the B site. Doesn't seem to have spotted the Omen yet. But the Omen spots him first. Phil McCracken with the pick. And Noah gets a 2nd from garage. Suddenly, this round has been spun in its head, and it's a big one. A buy round from Point Park side. As Boston are going to be grouping up towards this C and garage area. Point Park are ready. Cadre with a 3rd rather, for the Point Park side. And it's going to be just Donut left alive. Gets 1 from the mid area, but how much can he really do here? We've already seen 1 miraculous clutch today, Joe, from Missile. Only a few rounds into the game.
Left. Yeah, I mean,
Donut can top that.
Ooh, we'll see. This will be a 5v1 instead of the 4v1 we saw from Missile. So, let's see if you can top that. But obviously, choosing to rotate to a different site is definitely the play here. He will be counted first.
10 seconds left.
By the Sova.
Does have an open bomb site. He can get this plant.
Yeah, I mean, I think you get the plant money here, and then if you can get a couple picks to hurt their economy a little bit because they are a little strapped right now, so I think that is the play for Donut.
Oh,
right
I wonder
now.
if he's going to be ready for the flank. He has a tripwire back there, but Noah has completely evaded it.
But he also has to
Sounds like
remember
he's
that
ready.
they can defuse the spike as well.
Oh, this could be big from him, but he's going to have to run, and they're going to hear him.
Yeah, I think he just
Yes,
goes for the picks here. Just go for the picks.
Yeah. Well played by him, though, to get behind it. Almost looked there was an opening there. If Point Park had taken a couple more seconds to get on that spike, he probably could have gotten away with 2, maybe even 3 or the round.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think he took maybe a little long on the flank, but at the same time, in that scenario, I think that's probably the best realistic outcome in terms of just getting the plant down, maybe getting a pick or 2. I think that's what you look to get out of a situation like that.
I think so. And this isn't too disastrous from the Boston side either yet. Are they going to be able to buy here? What's their economy looking like? I see a stinger on BFK, but I don't know about the rest. Also, Falsey in the chat has let us know that it does say Point Park versus Point Park.
I shall correct that in a moment.
There may not be any Point Parks left as BFK gets the entry here, and they're going to be running this down towards the C site. Dari with a second onto Guz. Huge entries from the Boston sides. 2 of the heavy hitters down already for Point Park.
At the end of this round, we will transition it to correcting. My apologies for that. But on the action for us, BU seems to have the plant down fast on C, but we are at a 3v2 in favor of Boston University. Make that a 2v2.
Yeah, that's another good retake attempt. They've been quite successful with these in the past, and as Phil McCracken gets another one, it's going to be all down to Dari here in the back of the site, fighting for his pledge. Gets the first on Phil McCracken, and the enemy Sova is low. As he peeks into the fight and takes it, Woozy goes down. Boston maintaining their lead and perhaps even getting the economy back on their side here. A big win for them.
The HUD should be fixed, by the way. Thank you very much, chat, or Falsio, for pointing that out.
Yes. Also, just so you guys know, I do believe we have a 90-second stream delay. So that's why it took us a little while there to fix that, but or
Yes.
to mention in the chat, but we have fixed it.
Good. Excellent plays by Dari there, clutching out that last round, of course.
For sure. Looks like it is going to be a force coming out here from Point Park, and Noah with one of the guns is going to be pushing mid, but nothing found. Instead, BFK gets that pick, and that's going to be the call to rush A. 2 on the A site to collect. But no, they're going to roll it all the way back. Spotted by that Sova arrow, and they don't want to take that anymore. Instead, they're going to kill Cadre at mid. That's the person holding off the rotates, and C is open for business. I have to say, this Boston B team is doing quite well.
They're looking very strong so far in this match.
Yeah.
Very different from the showing we saw last week against Binghamton University.
Yeah.
Just with the deep flank, we'll find 2 before getting traded by Woozy.
Yeah, that was a very cool lurk up mid from Missile as his team went up C. Those kind of small changes, mid-round calls, are what can make or break a team at this rank. I think it really is helpful to just have that tiny little, whether it be a gap in the smoke or a flash somewhere or a lurker, really change the whole round. So well played for Missile. I have to say, for those that may not have been following this team, BFK and Dari are 2 new additions. Only their second map. Third map? Third map.
Second match. Second match, yeah. Third map.
Second match,
yeah.
but third map.
Yeah.
Yes. Third map with the team. So, very cool to see them performing as well as they are. Dari leading the scoreboard as he's going to be ulting once again. This time on to the C site, spotting out the Killjoy. But they're not going to be fooled by that. In fact, there are still going to be 2 on A with a fast rotate from Reyna. The first comes in for Woozy with the judge, refrag by Nammer, and he's going to follow it up with a second onto Phil McCracken. Now, all down to Point Park Reyna here in heaven, smoked off if they want a way back into this site.
Interesting plant location to be a bit more defendable from the A long area, planting way out in the open like that.
Yeah, and a big big one tap from Goldenrays. A chance, but walking in now into the crossfire, Slaughter, Donut, and BFK each picking up one, and now all down to, I believe his name is Cadre, in the
Yeah, Cadre.
right side. Cadre gets the first onto BFK. Unlikely he wins the round, but that's a gun to be recovered, and a path out of there safely.
He's in a good position to catch these exit frags, but Missile and Donut will run the other way.
You know, the score line, I think, it might be a bit misleading here. Boston have had some really good pushes, and they have, I would say, have been in control of this game, but it has not been from a like a total stomp out by any means. We've seen many nice shots, many multi-kills coming in here from the Point Park side, and actually the scoreboard shows that. The upper echelon of the server is pretty evenly split in frags between the two teams. So Point Park definitely putting up a fight here.
Also with the fact that Point Park is down 7 rounds, but they've still been able to buy full kits of guns most of the time.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why this round is so exciting. We're gonna see another full buy here from both teams. We need to see Point Park start winning these. Noah once again in the garage window. He's going to get spotted. Will they be able to kill him as he comes back from his ult? And they will. BFK through the smoke. In the meantime, there have been frags coming down left and right on the C site, which is now clear for the Boston team to take. Missile sitting in garage. Will get Phil McCracken. Spots the second. But in the meantime, it's been a big flank from Reyna here as Cadre looks to possibly open up the C site.
There. One enemy remaining.
Nothing found yet, and now it's just him left alive. They seem to know where he's at. Flashed, reconned. And with only maybe 30 seconds left, what can he really do here? Walking into this angle from BFK. Will he expect it? Does not. He will be executed by the Boston Breach. And another big round from Boston. These fast takes by them have been very successful. Whether splitting a site or taking garage control and playing off of it, they've more often than not managed to find these entries. I would like to see Point Park change something up here to make this game a bit more competitive. They've now lost too many gun rounds in a row to just keep doing this default, to spread out across the map and try to hold your angles, which clearly Boston is abusing and overrunning.
Right.
I'd like to see some regression somewhere.
And even with the Phoenix using his ult out of the garage window, Boston was still there to properly trade it and find the pick on him eventually later.
Full aggression coming down here, but with only a ghost in hand, Uzi will be taken down. And now, just to be one member left on the site. Phil McCracken looking the wrong way, unfortunately, goes down with nothing. Cadre does find one back though. Spotted by the darts. Yeah, gets taken down by Missile. Now just a 1 versus 3 left for Guz coming in from the spawn area. Herd running through the Cypher trap, desperately trying to find a pick. Might find what I'm doing. It does get it, but wrapped by Missile to wrap up the round. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say here, Joe. It feels a bit too little, too late on this side for Point Park. They needed to adapt, and I like that push down A short by Woozy, but with only a ghost and down 9 rounds, how much can you expect? The only round they've won was a defuse too, so a retake. They have not managed to win rounds by holding on to the sites.
I think what needs to change from the side of Point Park is not taking these gunfights too early. Whereas we saw it there, how they were completely able to run down A short. I think upon hearing where they hear the rush, I think the people holding those sites just need to back off and take a break, wait for the rest of the team to get there, instead of trying to take these 5v2 fights.
And again, Noah exploited in the garage. BFK with his ult coming through, and it's gonna be like a fast top garage take. BFK running in like a lunatic, gets a big dink on a Phil McCracken rather, but will be the frag for the side of Point Park. And Cadre with a second down mid, good damage on Adari, will finally net Point Park the opening frags that they've been looking for. Cadre looks like he may be coming alive in this matchup, and that is just about the only thing going for Point Park here. Well, that and alongside the fact that they have clearly read this A take and have 4 members here.
remaining.
As Cadre gets his third in the round, it will be just Dari left to try and salvage this. But smoked off, what can he really do?
30 seconds
I
left.
don't really see how you can. Yeah, he does have. No, he does not have a flash available. So that would be the only really real piece of utility I'd be looking to use here. So I might be trying to just catch a lurker here. Not really looking to hard commit on something.
No, it's last round and a half. He has to try something, right?
I guess so.
10
Yeah.
seconds left.
Is he gonna save?
Shadows traveling. Go.
Okay. Well, maybe just padding the stats. I get that.
Yeah. There's still one more round, and looking at the money, yeah, I guess those are.
Switching sides.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was the last one of the round. My apologies.
Yeah, no problem. I don't know. I mean,
there also is the.
they're up 10-2. So.
Yeah, there also is the mental battle to it, as no one likes to die ever. So.
For sure. No need to think too deeply into it when you have this much of a lead.
Right.
And look at this. Oh, I liked what they were doing there. Are they going to do it? BFK
Yeah,
pushing up A long.
I think that's going to be a flash on the box to the left, and then a quick peek with the ghost as soon as he hears anything in that area, in that A lobby area.
Looks like Sova's setting him up with a an arrow too. He might just swing here.
Yeah, no, he's just swinging, not even using the flash.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
we'll spot
like
him.
this from Boston though. Getting the early info. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that Point Park never did. They never had the info to play off of. BFK not scared to contest here. But instead it's just going to be a spread out default looking for some picks. And unfortunately, for Point Park, it will be going toward the way of Boston, once again finding the opening frag. And look at this, Point Park haven't really managed to get any map control. Like, at all. They barely have mid, they have not gotten garage, and they don't even feel comfortable taking a short or long because of BFK's presence there.
I mean, we have less than a minute left in the round. Boston's just not going to give up any of these angles, and I think that's smart not to play into this bit more passive play style we're seeing from Point Park right now.
Yeah. Oh.
Seems like two members of
30
Point Park
seconds left.
are going to creep their way onto A as Namer slowly makes his way out.
Get BFK here though. BFK is pushed up. Will they check for him? Sees the first, lets him go by, gets the kill. Spots Guz, but will get taken down as Cadre already on the site, picks up Namer, trying to rotate back in, and suddenly there's a round in our hands. What looked like it was going to be disastrous for the Point Park side has been turned on its head as the Boston University side prepare for the retake.
They're going to wait for Missile
on Dari.
to get up to heaven before pushing in.
Look at how deep the Point Park side is. Nobody here to refrag Cadre, but he does get the first. Manages to stay alive, gets a second. Now that is impressive. Perhaps some missed shots from Boston and Dari in 1 versus 2. Does he know when is pushed up?
Crossfire set up in short.
Yeah. No, that crossfire was big.
Yeah.
But I don't think it should have ever come to that. BFK was pushed up so far. Must have just gotten timing as they crossed onto the site and...
Yeah, I saw. Like he was able to get the Phoenix, but then lost the 1v1 against Guz on Killjoy, and then some shots just didn't connect from Missile as he dropped down from heaven. So some unfortunate mechanical things there, but the execution I think was right on paper.
I agree. Also, just unfortunate that they seem to have misread that and rotated Namer off at just the wrong time.
Right.
But it doesn't look like it's going to dissuade them. Another far aggro play from the Boston side. Stomping here.
You think Point Park would hear them by now?
You'd think so,
no.
but...
So it doesn't even contest that as Missile finds one in. But
oh, 2 big frags, and that's the spike and a gun down. Big 2K to try to work it back in the round for the Point Park side, but refrag back, and it's going to be a 3 versus 2 in favor of Boston.
But BU has control of the spike right now.
Yeah.
Missile there, pretty much camping it at this point.
They've recovered guns too.
One player remaining.
Big flash from Phil, but not able to find the frag. Now, well, I was gonna say there's one left, but there's not even that.
Nope. Good job by the missile, staying back there from behind, prevent them from grabbing the spike or potentially flanking them.
Yeah. And much like their numbers in that round, hope must be diminishing for Point Park in this map. I think when you're getting blown out of the water like this, you gotta just, you know, brush it off, have a good laugh, put down a spray or two, and reset going into the next map, because they really just look lost on this one.
Yeah, I think now's the time to start talking about map 2. Map 2, I believe, is Ascent, so I think their minds are probably better thinking about that right now.
I agree. One more chance here for them, as they have somewhat of a buy, and they're going to be fast pushing C here into Donut Deflector. Bot's the first, and the rotates are going to be working their way in. Good cage from him to hold them back. And look at how delayed they are on this take now. Just how much time this has bought before the boss decide to rotate in. But Donut still needs to find frags here. Or peeking around the edge of the smoke. Are they ready for him? Phil gets one on Nomert, and Donut can't get anything. There it is. Big frags coming in from Boston. BFK Dari coming in with one apiece, and now... Oh, Noah with another 2-piece, like we've seen him do before, but is it going to be enough? It's just Guz left behind the smoke, spraying desperately through, not connecting. And that's the 12th round for Boston. 2 HP, does he even get to save his gun?
Match point.
Looks like he will. I
That's
mean,
crucial.
A silver lining, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, he does have 3,000 credits, so he can buy one of his teammates a rifle. I think
Yeah.
in that position, you probably give it to Cadre, the hot hand on the side of Point Park, for a shred of life. Or at least hand him the bulldog that you have.
Yeah, I think you gotta give it to either Cadre or maybe Noah, right? We've seen some glimmers from both of them.
Right.
Phil also making some good plays, but just doesn't seem to be enough. And instead, it looks like it's gonna be a fast garage, or upper mid rather, take from the Point Park side. Drone from Nomert. Should spot them out. Not Nomert. Is that who's
Yeah,
playing?
yeah,
On
Nomert's
Boston's
drone.
side? Yeah, Nomert.
Yes,
okay,
Nomert.
okay. Oh, and big swing from BFK and Missile. Getting 3 between the two of them. Noah will refrag, but big flash. Missile still finds it. He's just so on point today. Now it's just Guz trying to keep the map alive for the Point Park side as Dari finds him and finishes it off. Map
What a
1,
round.
favorite Boston.
What a round for the Terriers.
For sure. I want to see the scoreboard here. Wow, BFK at the top here with 20 leading the Boston side.
I mean,
Yeah.
those changes to Breach have just proven to be so powerful for him with those initiator flashes, flashing them for even longer. I almost see him as a must pick for in most scenarios now.
I agree. I agree for sure. I think Breach is one of the strongest agents in the game. And it's interesting to see how Boston is choosing to utilize him, right? 6 first bloods on BFK. Sometimes you don't even see people getting 6 first bloods across an entire best of 3 series. 6 first bloods in one map. And only in 26 rounds, too. That's pretty big. Clearly leading the charge, both metaphorically and literally.
We saw him and Missile push down A short on that defense round and bringing him in for the two of them to help refrag each other. I think that was a really smart call at the time, really varying up the defenses and attacks we saw. I think that's something really cool coming out of this Boston University B team.
I agree, and I have to say, if anything, that's, you know, you talk about it, you reset, you shrug it off, and you just try to do your best here. If you're Point Park, you know, you're moving into the next game. Hopefully, you don't let this first map get you down. You just say, you know, it was what it was. Do your best in the next one. But for the Boston side, this is the opposite effect. This is going to bring you forward. BFK now, he's got to be confident, right? I mean, he was pushing already on that second half of that map. I don't imagine he's going to stop here. Moving into, is it Ascent?
Yes, I believe Ascent.
Ascent as our second map.
I couldn't agree with you more. But with that, we're going to cut to a short break, and we will be back in a few minutes once map 2 has started. All right, we are back with map 2 on Ascent. We have some changes from the Boston University comp. Gabe, would you like to talk about it?
Dude, I'm actually so hyped. I was fangirling all over this before we started. Dari on Cypher, that's huge. Normally it's Donut Deflector. That's a hardcore Cypher or just overall Sentinel main, but we've been seeing him practicing on Brimstone, and it looks like that's what they've chosen to go for here.
It is. I think this is the first time we've actually seen a Raze being selected from.
Oh yeah,
Boston
Missile
University.
on Raze? Oh my, this is exciting. This is very exciting. I love the opportunities this affords. I could totally see Missile dropping 30 here.
Let's hope that is what we have in front of us. Wait, if that's the case, what's Donut playing? Oh, Donut's playing Brimstone.
He's on Brim. Yeah, he's been practicing with Brim. He's been liking Brim a lot. It's gonna be cool to see how this plays out.
Point Park, not really committing to anything right now.
No, and I mean, that early aggression from Missile in Hookah, I think just says it all, right? Like, Boston are not scared here. They're willing to go for these fights. They're willing to swing, despite having a bit of a different
30
agent setup
seconds
here
left.
than they may have played with normally. Good flash from Bob, but won't be able to catch out the Omen here. Ooh, that smoke going through. Luckily, there was nobody there to see it, but
Only 21 seconds left in this round. 14 seconds. No picks have occurred, as it seems like
crazy.
they're all running onto site at the last possible second.
Ooh, I thought we were going to see a 5 versus 5 post plants. You never see that. Instead, frags coming in both ways. A flurry of them. 2 for each side, and the bomb never goes down.
They just ran out of time.
I thought they were planting, but the bomb never went down.
Yeah, unfortunately, this game does not have the mechanic that Rainbow Six Siege does, where the round does not end for the attackers in mid-plant. You got to get that down around the 4.5 second mark, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's around 3.5 or 4, but yeah, around there for sure. That was crazy. What a round. I was too busy looking at all the people on the scoreboard, their little pictures. I didn't even notice what was going on. And by going on, I meant nothing. Nothing happened. Nobody did anything.
Yeah, that was a quite literally a 15-second round.
That's crazy. Yeah, you hardly ever see that. Oh, big tag coming in, and Bobber, he's looking to capitalize off of this. Gets the tag, but no frag. The Omen will TP back across. Bobber seems to know. Does he actually aggress down here? No way. If he pushes further, this man is a mad lad.
I don't
Looks
think
like he's just
so.
gonna hold his ground.
I don't think you push into any of these attacker formations if you're Boston. I mean, you just hang tight and wait for them.
He's not gonna push, but he is gonna peek. As we said at the tail end of the last map, Boston are not scared at all to take these fights, and look at how passive Point Park are playing here as they gear up for an A take.
I mean, like, yeah, if you can keep taking these 30-second rounds, I'll take a 30-second 4v4 or
for sure.
5v5. I think you take that every single time.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and look at this. Even just with these few frags coming in from the Boston side, it's going to be so hard now for Point Park. They have 30 seconds left, and the bomb is not on the site yet. But all of Boston is. Huge flash coming in from Bobber, delay the plant even further, gets the first, and now the Sage is just getting pincered. Okay. Okay, I'm going to assume that was just early game. You know, they had pistols. They were playing a little slow like they were in the previous map. They're going to switch it up. So I'll focus on a positive here, something interesting. We do have a swap in, a sub for the Point Park side, it looks like. Comac here on the Sage.
I believe they mentioned before in the project that Guz was having some connection issues. That's just one caveat to these online competitions. But no matter, that's why you build out roster depth.
Yes. Ooh, and he's going to be tested here with the Guardian. Takes down the missile bot, but no frag found either way. And again, passive is the name of the game for the Point Park side. Is Missile walking through Red Smoke?
No, he's just chilling in it right now.
He's just chilling. He's just chilling. Okay.
Could be looking to wrap around
Dude,
later.
I am scared on the behalf of Point Park. Like, I just keep seeing Boston do things that are like terrifying if they land their shots. And there will be one coming in from Missile as Donut gets one on the opposite side of the map. B site is open, but Point Park does not know that. And as their smokes have already gone down on A, they will be maybe looking to commit off of this. As I say that though, Spike is still down at their spawn with 45 seconds left. Cypher will go and pick that up.
Just
And
BFK
bring it over.
rotating to B.
Yeah, it looks like B is going to be the play.
Yep, looks like they're all
Only
gonna wrap
BFK
around.
here.
Cover going out.
Yeah, only
30
BFK here, but
seconds left.
well-timed smoke. As they will be running through it, it looks like. That's
a interesting interaction
Weird,
with
yeah.
the Phoenix wall there.
BFK gets one, Namert ready for the second, and he's going to be able to fall all the way back. Oh, a bit of a missed spray, but Zari's there to help him out. A third round for Boston, and I have to say, everything that I said in the previous map, Joe, how they had to reset coming into this, play more of an aggressive style, be more imposing, or Boston would be, it's not looking great right off the bat here.
No.
It'd be one thing if they had lost these rounds, but it was close, you know, they were getting the picks back and forth. It's just looking like a Boston game all the way for now.
Right, but Point Park did look stronger on defense, as we saw on Haven, so maybe
true.
things could change where a more passive default style can be a bit more rewarding, but on attack, you just have to pick something to push sometimes.
See, if they were gonna do that, I would almost like to see them play a double Sentinel, despite the fact that Sentinels just got massively nerfed.
They
I
do
would
have a double
rather see
sentinel,
that.
actually. They do have Sage
Oh,
and
do
Cypher.
they? Did I not notice? Oh, okay. Okay, so there's a chance going into the second half then. I didn't even notice they had two Sentinels. I didn't see that Cypher. I thought they just swapped out a Killjoy for a Sage. So they still need a couple of rounds on this attack side though, and it looks like A is going to be the victim of their push. Walking out through the brim smoke, will he be ready? They decide to call it off instead. Dari, try to spray the box. Teleports behind Missile. Does get him, eventually. Missile that
Donut
is,
finding
but-
one on the molly. I think that was in showers. I think, yeah, Cadre was in that back corner. So you might
Yeah, I
see-
don't know. I don't know about this one. That was a save round, right? From the Point Park side. Looks like
think
some
so, looking at
ghosts,
the
but
amount
no
of money they
armor
have.
likely.
Could have been a
Yeah, Phil
yeah.
buying a bit low, but... Okay, this could be it. This could be what we've wanted to see now. 4 rounds up on the Boston side, but we see an AWP coming out from the attack.
Comac.
From Point Park. Yeah. Let's see what the sub can do here. Comac with the AWP for Point Park. Maybe looking to make this slow style work for them. If they can capitalize, I mean, to be fair, Boston is not giving them any shortage of opportunities to get a frag. As they once again aggress towards B long here with no smoke. And again,
Yeah. Only the Sage
but no
there, but not.
capitalization. Yeah, no, for real. I understand what they're going for here, but they got to start winning those fights eventually, right? I mean, otherwise it's going to be 30-second round after 30-second round. Oh, and I like this lurk through the smoke. Good dink, but through the wall.
Cover going
Won't
out.
find the frag for Point Park. Instead, it's going to be Missile. Opening it up with a shot onto the upper. And BFK here with a cool high ground angle. Will it be expected? It will be. Cadre finds the frag, and now that's cracked open the site. Are they going to go off it? They will. Cadre with a second on Dari. Speeding up the take. Finally something going the way of Point Park, but Missile is still here. Gets the first, and 40 seconds now on the clock. Will he expect the flank?
Joke's over. You're dead.
A little bit of a risky.
Doesn't seem to
engagement,
know.
but
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
So little time left though. If he can just stay alive, but it's looking so difficult.
Remaining.
Still manages to get one more on Woozy as he turns at just the wrong time, but now just Namert left in a 1 versus 2. Somehow Missile has given them a chance in this round.
yeah, he very luckily actually got one reloading right behind their backs.
Spike planted.
Yeah.
So it's going to be planted in the default spot as Namert creeps to 2, but will get picked out by Noah.
Noah. Yeah, he was ready. If he had gone a little bit earlier, maybe there's a window of opportunity there, but even then, look at how close they cut that round. 15 seconds left as they started planning. I don't know if 2015 Starrix is coaching this team, but like this is a very interesting style to say the least. And
Yeah.
despite winning that round, look at how broke they are. They're gonna have to bring
Right.
out a Guardian, and Woozy just can't afford anything. The op is gone, and they're
Right.
still looking to default. Meanwhile, Boston, they've got all the money they want. Full buy coming out for them.
We see an early interaction here in Hookah from the missile and Cadre. And Cadre
Big
will
frag
get the
from
better of
Cadre.
him.
Yeah.
Picks coming out on
And
both
Noah with
sides.
another. Yeah. Finally, some opening frags going the way of Point Ray. Point Ray? No, Cadre.
Yeah, Cadre.
Cadre Point Park.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, let's be honest. Right now, Cadre is Point Park, so.
Yeah, he is putting in some pretty heavy work for them. Actually, no, he's not. Well, not in this match. Oh, he's tied, so.
He's tied. He's
yeah,
tied.
he's tied.
And he's gotten some big frags in the last 2 rounds, just let them pick it up.
Oh, Bobber,
Unlucky
you can
timing on
wallbang
the
that. You can
point.
wallbang that, Bobber.
Oh, no. Phil gets the shot under him, and who's left on that site? No one? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Both
no one's
rotating in
left.
from spawn now. This is going to be difficult for the Boston side. Do they even want to attempt this?
I think you can. Maybe try to hurt the
Player
economy a
remaining.
little bit
Last
more.
player standing.
Again, as we mentioned before, they are a little strapped for cash, so even if they're winning rounds, you can still put yourself in favorable positions for the next one.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta do something, right? Because
Ooh, so we have a disconnect
It-
from the missile here.
ooh, where's that from? Missile?
I'm-
They can, I believe, according to CSL rules, they do have a minute and a half of technical timeout they can call.
Cage triggered.
I think you're.
Bet this is no problem.
No way he gets this. He's gonna get swung on by the Omen, and
Yeah.
it's all gonna be over. Good
Yep, so-
attempt, though.
One
Yeah,
player
Yeah.
standing.
Pause as we cut to a 1.5 minute timer. Not sure how that's being monitored, but it is the responsibility of Point Park to monitor that, I believe. As,
Yes, I think so. I will say though, that was big on that retake. I had no faith. I thought Cadre was gonna shut them down, and he shut down 1, but still, in a 2 versus 4 retake, they managed to take down 3 guns. That's pretty good considering the economy we saw going into that round. It is gonna be both teams struggling on cash here though, but the round loss bonus going in the favor. Is that how this works in this game? Round loss bonus? I'm pulling that out of CS, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing here too, right?
I am not quite sure. Oh, well, yeah, you do get some
'Cause
creds
you
for
win,
losing a round, but you get
right? So
you get less creds though if you
survive
if you
and
save and lose.
Yes.
Correct.
So here's the question though, right? If you win a round, does that reset your round loss bonus back to nothing, like it used to be in old CS:GO? Or
Ooh, that's a
does it
tight
just
one.
take it down at 1 level? Because if it just takes it down 1 level, then they should still have quite a bit of money on the Point Park side, because they just won, but they had some round loss. If it
Not-
resets it, then they should have very
Not
low.
quite sure about the technicality, but what we can see is the guns they have right now, and they will be full kitted with the exception of the op with that light armor.
Holy
Poverty.
crap, 4 Spectres and a Ghost on the Boston side. They missile again, challenging this fight with a cool flash coming in from BFK. This could be big. This could be the opening they wanted. But looks like they opt against it for now.
Wrap around Woozy
I
finding
know
one.
exactly.
Unfortunately, the flank that we cut to briefly did not warm out, but Missile will find 2.
Huge
Goodness,
double
over
kill
30.
from him. 2 of the, I believe, the 2 biggest hitters as well for the Point Park side as of right now.
I know exactly where.
We briefly cut to it, but the 2 members of BU were on a deep flank through showers, but were cut off.
Yeah, and I mean, good effort from Boston to make this round doable.
Spike planted.
Have managed to pick up some guns, but they've got to be looking to save here, right? I mean, I know it's only a 2 versus 3, but this just looks like such a hard retake to me.
Shadows traveling.
Smoke will be going down mid-site. Maybe if Missile can find a quick opening here, there's a chance. But Point Park playing it deep. Showstopper coming out from Missile. Will he check the corner behind him? If not, he's going to get shot in the back. And he
One
will
player
be.
standing.
As Uzi picks up 2. Oh, there were 3 left alive. Didn't even notice. 3 versus 3
Yeah.
retake, but still not enough.
No ace for Woozy there, but did
Where was
pretty
the
serious work.
3rd player there? There were
third
two in
pla-
spawn.
It was Dari
Was
that pushed
he-
through the teleporter through showers.
Right. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I think I would have gone for a save there. Can we look at their economy? It's got to be like... Okay, with the round loss going their way, they will be able to get a full buy here. But just barely. So many players buying down fully. And no op if they wanted one. Okay, I can see what they tried to go for there then. Never mind. But they got to switch something up. Just as we were talking earlier about Point Park needing to switch something up, well, now they have. They've won 3 in a row. This is looking much better than the previous map already. The opening frags finally going their way, finally shutting down the aggression from the Boston side. And look at the switch up. Boston are now being put in their place. BFK's not peeking B long anymore. Missile's not peeking hookah.
Going for a much slower style. Rage Grenade to slow him
Yeah.
down. I think they're just trying to go back to forcing these shorter team engagements that have won them the first 4.
Yeah, I think you've got it, right? I mean, they know that if they can just play a delay game, there will be no time left for a plant. I was going to say, wait out the ult for that case on the donut deflector brim. And it looks like he may do so. But he needs to stay alive here.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Ooh.
Hopefully he's gonna get caught with
Not
the molly
aware of how
out, but
close.
the
30
spray
seconds
won't
left.
come down.
Manages to stay alive. Ult does come through. And that will burn even more time off the clock. Only 22 seconds now as a mad dash for Point Park towards the B site. There are still 2 players here to collect. And a big smoke to give them a chance into the round.
10 seconds
10
left.
seconds left on the bomb. As it goes down from BFK with a second on the Cadre. Comac taken down for a third. And that's exactly what we said was going to happen. I mean, down to the 30-second mark again, but that Brimstone ult forces them to rotate all the way back around toward B. And I will say as well, minor detail, but a big one here in this round. For the Boston side, they kept players on B. It did not matter that Phoenix ulted through a short there. They held steady, and that's what won them that round. BFK with a big 3K.
I will say, Donut did get a little lucky that the Phoenix initially missed a spray as he was able to retreat back into U-Haul. But obviously,
Yes,
people miss shots every now and then, and you have to
for
make
sure.
of the hand you're dealt.
And I would have loved to have seen the timing on that Phoenix ult, because I'm pretty sure his ult went away because he got shot, and then he spawned in the Brim ult,
Right.
and that's how he died. So it must have been close, because the ult was triggered quite a bit before Phoenix died. Would have been interesting. Instead, it looks like finally the switch up we wanted, a full take coming out from the Point Park side, off, posted onto Nammer, missed shot. The jig is up, but they are not committing off of this. Brim smoke to hold them back, and another one in showers is gonna stop this push for now. They don't look like they want to go anywhere though. They just want to wait this out and then take this. Once the smokes go, perhaps this Phoenix flash will lead the way. It's gonna be Noah running in, taken down by Dari on the op. No refrag. Again, 30 seconds left on the clock
30
now,
seconds
and
left.
no opening for them to entry the site yet. Cadre might be the one to give them one. 20 seconds. As he holds steady towards Namr, taken back down by Donut. Huge frag, and instead they're going to be taking the teleporter. But again, BFK is here,
10 seconds
and he's
left.
ready. He just needs to stop the plant, and he knows it.
One enemy
And stop the
remaining.
plant, he will.
Flawless.
So sick from Boston, keeping BFK here, trusting their A-hold, and it pans out again.
I will say that that late rotate to the teleporter from the side of Point Park was a pretty smart idea had they had maybe another 20 seconds. You didn't just have
Yeah.
to force press that W key out through the hookah room.
I think they need to pick something on the map, Joe, and say, we are going to take control of this, and then this is what we're going to do off the back of that. You don't need a full push of site, but for example, for the Boston A team, we like to take Garage on Haven, and then play off the back of that. They might as, right now, Point Park might as well sit in their spawn until there's 45 seconds left, and then try to take something. Because that's what they've been effectively doing.
Bobber and Missile back to taking these early duels.
Yeah, one onto BFK, traded back. A big one, though. Taking Cadre off the map. And Missile. Ooh. Pre-rain here outside of Hookah. Might find Sage, and he does.
As Dari also rotated back to support his teammate pushing up. Missile will actually find the second one. As he's all the way in mid.
Water now. No one will get him. I think this was a force buy from the
Not quite.
around 2000. They did have a Phantom in play, but they will still be able to buy on the next side, on the Point Park side. So not terrible of a round for them, but you definitely don't want to lose any more players to this buy if you're Boston here.
30 seconds left.
That would start to be considered a bit of a poor anti-eco. As Noah's going to be walking up long here, does hear the steps in Hookah. Let's see if he'll be able to
10
find this
seconds
frag.
left.
Donut does have the appropriate smokes and the Cypher Cam to stop it, and time will expire for Point Park,
Not so tough
as he
after
has
all.
no business taking any gunfights.
Stim beacon here.
No way he goes for this.
No,
Okay.
he doesn't.
Well, he threw a stim beacon.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, BFK doing it all again. His stats are going to be nuts at the end of this this match if he keeps this up.
Right. Interesting to note here, Namert's actually maxed out on creds here right now, so BU
That's
sitting
big.
very comfortably at this being 4 rounds ahead. Very different than the economy we saw in the previous map, where despite BU being ahead, Point Park still was in a little bit of comfort, and BU not necessarily sitting on a fat pile of credits as we see here.
And it was looking like it was finally going to be an advantage for, well, as I say that, Cadre finds 2, so I guess it is an advantage for Point, right? Dari does manage to trade him back, but now, a 4 versus 3 for Point, right? As they seem to be poised to take this A site off the back of those frags. Again, choosing to slow it down, but the spike remains there nonetheless. BFK is here though, straying from his usual B hiding spot, and he's gonna get flashed by this Phoenix. Will he be able to collect? Not blind anymore. Finds the first and the second, tries to spray transfer into the third, but Woozy just gets him. The res comes in, but Dari immediately shuts
30
it down.
seconds left. One
Oh, and spots the second. Oh, missed shot, but doesn't matter. Missile takes down the bomb planner, and Dari will clean it up. And yeah,
Last
I mean,
round in the hash.
Point Park had no choice but to plant there. I mean, they had 20 seconds
Yeah.
again. They couldn't even take control of U-Haul or try to push up deep site. You know what I'd love to see, Joe? Here's what I'd love to see.
All right,
I would love
let's
to
hear
see. I would love to see deep smokes coming out from Omen immediately. I'm talking heaven, and I'm talking like CT, like defender spawn. And then
Okay.
I want to see Phoenix lead the charge, running out mid or running out A short with like 3 people behind him, and they take U-Haul really really fast, while one person sits in showers and waits to contact out A when they wrap U-Haul, and they take full A control. None
would
of this.
be-
Wait till 30 seconds left.
That would definitely be very interesting indeed. to
I'd
see from
love to
Point
see
Park.
that.
I mean, that's quite the opposite of what we saw last time. I believe after Phoenix flashed, they shift walked to peak.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see them kick up the pace here. Instead, it's going to be another opening frag going the way of Boston, but does Missile anticipate this close? Seems to know, yeah. Gets the frag. BFK with another, and now a 5 versus 2 advantage for the Boston side. And with that Phoenix utility coming up, they're gonna know there's at least one more player here, and he goes down to the shock darts from Namr.
Oh, that could have been
So
sick.
close. So close on the lineup from Dari, but no cigars. Instead, it's gonna be Donut ruthlessly running through the smoke, gets the tag, and Dari will finish it off.
I really want to see that option. That if Dari just has the crosshair like maybe a millimeter lower, I think that would have been probably one of the coolest things I've seen.
It was very close.
9-3 in the half. Be on a comfortable lead. Guns wise, a lot of them choosing to stay with the classic.
You know how I said at the start of this game, or at the start of this map, I think it was, that despite the scoreline, no, was it in the last map? I don't remember. I said at some point that despite the scoreline, Point Park were actually looking competitive. You know, they were getting frags. They were
Right.
It was last map. They were getting
Right.
some big 3Ks coming in from their Phoenix and their Reyna. Yeah, that's not happening anymore. We've seen one big round from Cadre, and it just looks so flat right now from the attack.
Smoke's down.
Okay, this might have been what I asked for. Oh, that's because they switched sides. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Cool smoke coming over from the wall of smokes onto A site, and look at all the rotates that's going to pull. BFK here trying to fake it, and it's not even necessary. There's nobody left on the B site.
Keep in mind the spike is a little bit behind as Namr has it by the fountain. So it's gonna. So Point Park might still have a little bit of time to rotate back to B before Namr can actually get this plant down. He's probably looking to plant in the default spot, give protection from the defender spawn.
Spike planted.
Might still be able to. BFK getting close here. Gets the frag on one of the big hitters. Can he get a second? He can. And now a 3 versus 2 for the Boston side. As Donut will be holding up in.
One enemy remaining.
U-Haul, but it doesn't even matter. BFK gets the shot. Elbow rather, not U-Haul. But he gets the shot. It just everything is going the way of Boston right now. Finally, Phil finds one in, and this may be the opening he needed. Going to take the fight onto Namr now. 100 HP on either player. Smoking the bomb. Will he try to get it to half? Looks like that is the play, but Namr, it's so close. And he will get the frag. Very, very cool plays from the Boston side.
Ooh, that might actually explode. Oh, just barely
Just
escaping
barely
with their
staying alive.
lives.
Yeah. Cheddar Beretta in the chat. Hashtag Team Dari. I wholeheartedly agree.
As well as Z1 copy, Dari is goated. Indeed, we love to see the love for our players.
Yeah, and I mean, as I mentioned before, if you weren't watching the stream back then, Dari and BFK are the two new additions to the team. And they've been doing rather well, if I do say so myself.
Revealing area.
Namr with a lineup, I believe. Where will that even hit? Right outside of Hookah, I believe. But Carver gets a nice pick with the Marshall onto the missile.
I wonder, Hookah's enclosed like above, right? You can't land any arrows in there.
I
But
believe
there are
so.
curved arrows, like areas of the site. Could you bounce a Sova arrow from long onto that curved part of the site and have it go all the way into Hookah?
I really couldn't tell you that.
I've seen some curved arrows like that before, but I haven't seen them go into Hookah. That'd be cool. I guess there's no real reason to do that when you can just arrow. Now that was pretty risky, I have to say. Trying to plant in the middle of nowhere there. Only a couple seconds left in the round, I think. And Cadre will be shutting it down. Okay, this is something. After losing the pistol, they do manage to force up here some Marshalls and some upgraded pistols in play, and they do win the force. A much needed one at that.
I like the Marshall
will
buy
say-
from Cadre. That we haven't seen that before, but it ended up
But yeah, paid dividends. Yeah, 3K.
as looks like he'll switch to the Vandal, giving the Marshall to Noah.
You know, I will say, Joe, in CS we have a saying that 11-4 is the most misleading scoreline, because then if you win the pistol round and the subsequent round in the next half, and the first gun round rather, then now you've just won like 5 rounds between the 3 of those, from the pistol and the gun round, and you're up. It's now 11 each. So you can definitely get back into the game like that. Maybe this is one of those situations. We now see another opening frag coming in here for the point race side, and I mean they were up. They were down rather 10-2 at the half. Now poised to take their third in a row. Not third in a row. They were down 9-3 weren't they at the half. Their second in a row. And maybe open up this this match.
BU taking a little bit of a slower approach, executing onto A. Dari with 1.
Cage triggered.
Ooh, I like that tripwire in the smoke there.
Yep. Yeah. Boston have managed to completely crack open this site. Now 4 versus 2 post plant for them. You know everything I said about them having the advantage, Point Park that is, in this round, and it was looking good. Yeah, it's not looking good.
Grab on Boston 2,
Missile
finding those
down.
opening picks.
Yeah.
Revealing area.
I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to find a silver lining. But with that shot from Dari, oh, I don't even. Can you show us what the economy's looking like, Joe?
Sure.
That's kind of rough, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
Not
can
really.
kind of
room.
afford to buy. You don't want to play for
We're looking.
overtime here, right?
We're looking
I mean,
for. We're looking at Sheriffs, maybe SMGs here. I think you play for round 12, right? Rather than force now.
And you have to win 8 in a row for overtime? That's rough. I think what I would call here is I would say drop a Vandal for Cadre, get like 2 Vandals and everybody else on pistols, and then shuffle those Vandals around. If somebody dies, you pick up their Vandal. Instead of buying like this crooked buy with like a Marshall and everything, I would stick some guns on your top frag and have
This
it
one
push
in a
something.
dangerous position. Could have gotten caught out there, but Donut will find one early on the Bulldog.
Give me a Where is everyone hiding?
Looks like we're going to be planning pretty quickly.
Spike planted.
Stim
I
beacon
don't know
down.
what
One
can really
enemy
be done here.
remaining.
I'm not quite sure
There's just
either.
one left. I'm
Right here.
kind of
Out charges.
speechless at this point, I think. Phil trying his best. Oh. Okay, nobody saw that. It's fine. Just look away. Dylan, It's
Yeah.
fine. Nobody saw it.
Yeah, it's fine. Normally, Dari is the Brimstone player for BU, but I did see in practice that the team was looking to try some alternative agents. So maybe this is something they have practiced.
Yeah, they definitely have. I know that Philip, Donut Deflector, has been looking to get more get off of the Cypher main or Sentinels altogether. He's been wanting to play some different agents. Still going down there, not the best.
Good attempt to get out of
Match
there.
point.
Yeah, I can see what he was going for. I am getting some weird stuff going on with my game audio. I wonder if that's on stream as well.
I believe it seems to be. But we are at match point, series point for the BU Terriers right now. Obviously, they're in a very, very strong position. Up 12-4. As you mentioned before, BFK
Yeah.
Bobber and Dari being 2 very powerful additions for this BU team.
No, it
I
does
say
pick
that
up the one, though.
as he gets picked off, so a little bit of a commentator's
Yeah.
curse there.
That's the spike.
That's a big scalp to take. You know what would have been interesting? If they had off the back of that, Omen smoked both sides of mid and tried to run up and get that gun. That would have been cool to see.
Ooh, that would have been.
Alright, Joe, if you're coaching this team right now, what do you say?
Ooh, the Point Park team.
Yeah.
It's tough, to be honest. I feel like at this point the mental is out of it. So even if you can come up with the right play, I don't even know if the players will have the mental fortitude to execute it. I mean,
Yeah.
right now we're at a 4v3, so options are even more limited. But seems like the members, only one member of Point Park is making his way over to B as the spike's already down.
Big 2K entry there from Missile. One does get found back from Phil, though. Let's maybe not discount them in this round yet. As Donut will put down his last smoke momentarily. Decides against... No, does it go down? Not sure. Doesn't look like it'll be stopping the defense from pushing forward. Noah gets another, the second for him in this round. He's now going to be ulting and pushing forward. Donut takes him down, gets a second. As the wall does go up, it looks like they're going to be sticking this towards half. But Namr with the lineups, is this going to be enough? And the ult from the Brimstone, it just looks like it's all over.
They will get halfway though, so that is quite big. And honestly,
Ooh,
Dom
and
actually
big
get.
2K.
I think Jonah taking just a little too long on the
That ult, yeah.
on the ult. Actually, won on the round because had he used it a second earlier, I don't think they get halfway. And I think
They wouldn't have.
yeah, they wouldn't have, and that would have been game.
They would have, yeah. Very, very close there. Once I saw him pull out that ult, I thought that was it. But somehow they pull it back and teaches me to underestimate them, I guess. Maybe. Okay, Joe. How many rounds would they have to get here for you to start believing in the comeback?
I think if they get 3 straight here, I think we start talking about a comeback. If we start seeing 8 to 12, I think that's
Okay.
yeah, 8 to
Alright.
9. I think that's when I start seeing enough momentum, as to again they're just starting to come back from the economic deficit we talked about before. But if they win 3, then they're back on even if not favorable footing.
That's a good start.
Cadre
Cadre coming alive with 2. Let's get refrag though. Spots the spike. Doesn't spot the spot actually, but spots a third player there. Should tell them quite a bit. Are they finally going to aggress A off the back of this? It looks like they're not. Showers would be totally clear right now if they wanted to get some info, but instead they're going to be trusting.
Well, the stage is in heaven with a guardian,
Sheriff
so I
here.
don't know if it's completely clear.
I meant for the defense.
Oh,
if they
okay,
wanted
okay.
to push up. And get some info, because they spotted a lot of people toward B, but that would have been misleading as well, because instead it's going to be Namr here planting on the site.
Planted.
Well, let's see if that aforementioned Guardian comes into play. Instead, it's going to be peeks from both of the defenders and no frags found. And down to 2 versus 2 as BFK will be ulting into the heaven area. Manages to do so. Come out unscathed. Big smoke onto Showers. By this point, Boston should be noticing that there is nobody here, and it looks like Namr might be wanting to set up more shock darts. He does have 2 in play. He could deny a defuse here. Oh,
What a shot by
what a
BFK.
shot from Buffer, and a second
Attackers win.
Wow.
to close out the game. Somebody clip that. That was huge. And just like that, Boston go up 2-0 against Point Park with a massive 2K from Bobber to clean up the match.
And with
I haven't seen anything like that in a
I
while
know,
from
that
this
was-
team.
those
This is
were-
very exciting.
those were some pretty special picks right there I've seen. I mean,
Yeah.
as we've been saying, we have nothing but good things to say about BFK Bobber, and of course both teams coming into this match. But we really want to highlight BFK Bobber putting in serious work for BU on both maps there.
Absolutely. I mean, he's definitely the reason why they had such an overwhelming firepower difference there. They seemed like they were winning every fight they took. Of course, we definitely have to give a shout to Missile as well. Hugely impactful. But BFK with 21 frags in that map and a lot as well in the first will help them clean it up.
With that, that's going to be the end of our Valorant B Team stream of Boston University versus Point Park University Club Valorant. As always, we have Collegiate Starleague matches here on our stream every single weekend. But with that being said, we want to thank you all that came for stopping by.